good weekend, all. Ira Epstein of Linn and Associates with your metal market update. And this update is where we, on the weekend, cover this for Friday, December 10th, 2021, the weekly chart. So we sometimes start off with a monthly chart, and then everything else is going to be about the week. Now, the event of the day, certainly the CPI number coming in hot at 6.8%. The monthly number was, what, a 0.8%? Those are big numbers. We didn't see wages keep up with that in any shape, way, or form. This opens the door for the Fed this coming Wednesday to increase the tapering amount. They're $15 billion a month. Look for them to cut back, maybe go to $30 billion, giving them time through the end of March, if you will, for the numbers to run off, not adding more money to the economy. They can always reverse course. Remember that. If the Omicron, something happens with the COVID, terrible. And we are seeing terrible in Europe right now. I saw today Indiana, the state of Indiana, different parts are calling out the National Guard. Their hospitals and their staff are already being overwhelmed. I feel sorry for those in medical care. It's wave after wave. It's like being on the front line of a war, watching these poor people getting ill, a lot dying, respirators. It's terrible. But when we get beyond that, if these vaccines do the job and we don't keep getting different variants, you know, there's a pretty good picture looking for the whole world on the other side of this. The question is, obviously, can we get to that point? You know, the one thing that gold hasn't done is it hasn't gone along with the inflation scenario that we're seeing in these CPI numbers. You have in this market a confusing picture on a monthly basis. You have the trend up on the swing line with higher lows, higher highs, but the bias stays down. The market cannot maintain itself over that 18-month average. Momentum has stopped on the downside, but it's not turned the corner back to the upside. That's what I think the bulls are waiting for. Same thing in the gold on the weekly chart. The battleground is the 1791 level. I'm so tired of pointing that out to you, but I've done it time in and time out. And as you can see, the break that we've seen, especially this week with an inside week, we didn't do any real damage on the chart by taking out these numbers here in the 1758 level. So you want to pay attention on a weekly basis. I think it's a little higher. Let's see, what is this going to be? That number is 1758.50. So as you can see, that's the number. Now, if you take that out, I think that the bulls lose the case. If you don't take that out, this is where the market, I think, tries to launch itself higher. It has the story. You need to get over, ideally, this week's high, which would be 1808.10, but you don't really have to. You have to clear first the 100-week average in green, 1788.20, and the red line, the 18-week average at 1791.10. I think if you close over that, you're going to get a different scenario coming out of traders. I saw today certain traders coming out going, it's miserable after the CPI, and they were selling this market. I don't think they came out of it in good shape if they were selling today. When we look at Bollinger Bands, the upper band was in play, but you really haven't been able to get down other than in August to that lower band. You made a run at it, but you didn't quite hit it through there. Momentum is down, so it's a confusing picture. Momentum is pointing down. You have the swing line up and you have the bias down. The onus is on the bull. The bears are trying to take control. And frankly, if they get it under last week's low of that 1760 zone, why not to 17.25? That can happen in quick order. The gold-silver ratio on a weekly basis. Silver continues to lose to the market. Now, you had a rally in silver today, and it was probably a relief rally more than anything else. I had told traders, if they were following my full updates, that on Thursday, because I had traders short, if they were following my written updates and my morning subscriber video, take some money off the table. And it was a nice big move from where they had gotten into the market. And I said, you keep half the position and you see what it's going to do. And I'm still at that point. But I'm only looking in that 2161 zone. Now, it's interesting because if you look at the mini silver, the SILH, it actually hit the 1760 level. In the copper, are we going up or down? Well, right now the chart's bearish. You do have lower highs, lower lows, momentum down, bias down. So until you get back over the 450 level on this chart pattern, It's still looking down. Is it the 410 level the market might go to? I keep looking also as to what people are saying, and if you're already seeing a number of the analysts are coming out with their recommendations for 2022 in the hot plays. Materials seems to be one of the hot plays that everybody's looking at. Next, I look at platinum. You're down to the objective, the lower Bollinger Band. Doesn't mean you can't go lower, but what you've really done is gone from the upper band to the lower band in a month. Too difficult to call trades like that. It's a vertical move. The dollar index having its resistance right with what I teach in my enhanced Bollinger Band course. That's the problem area, but you're still embedded. As long as you're embedded, you're bullish. That does not mean you buy over upper Bollinger Bands. I teach you never do that. You generally have a better area to come in, and that's still the play in the market. That's the news that I've got, and here you are right there. I want to remind you, it's Christmas to buy yourself a gift, not somebody else. Complete futures research for you. Why? You deserve it. If you're watching these videos over and over, why not get the written commentary that goes with them, the written recommendations, the special reports that I put out that a lot of people don't get to see. You certainly don't see them here on YouTube. If you're watching me on that, that won't be the case. But I think you put it all together and you get a package. Now, what my full research entails is Sunday night I put out one written update. Of course, I'm always updating the numbers on the charts for you. But then I'm putting out the trade recs. Buy here, sell there, do this. They tie hand in hand with the morning video, but in the morning video, I often put out even more of them. I verify what I put out in writing, and sometimes you get a new one out of that I just couldn't put out in writing because the pattern wasn't there. But that's why I put out another written update before 8 o'clock at night, every night, Central Time. That is Monday through Thursday, and then Friday, I finish off in the morning with the last update. So Sunday through Friday, you got a pretty big package. If you haven't seen what I do, the first thing is let me give it to you for free. What do you have to lose? Call my staff or go to our website on the top left, free offer, sign up there. You can also at any point, if you want, go to our website. And when you're on the website, on the very top left, you're going to see where it says free offers. You can go there, and on the top right, it says research. That's where you can sign up. We only give you one shot at the free trial, so if you're looking for them over and over, it isn't going to happen. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great weekend. I'll see you all come Monday.